With the release of the new Hypixel Bedwars practice mode, I wanted to test how far you can really go in the fireball and TNT jump section. Join us today as we try 4 ways of seeing how far we can get. Attempt 1, Normal TNT Jumps. For this attempt, I tried to see how far I could get while just doing TNT jumps. Usually I don't do this, so I am not that good at them. I tried doing triple and even sometimes quadruple TNT jumps, but I could only get so far. The farthest I got was around 25 blocks while TNT jumping. I wanted more. However, a little while into when I was jumping, I figured something out. When you place wool or TNT, it can boost you kinda. This meant that I could use this to go farther than I could without the TNT. A downside to this was that when I placed more than 2 wool, it bugged and I got sent to the beginning. Attempt number 2. TNT jump and block place. Using the method mentioned before, I tried for half an hour straight to get very far. Since practice mode was a new mode, I figured there has to be other ways I can try to get the farthest with new methods untried before. As I mentioned before, I am not that skilled at TNT jumping. While there are pro TNT jumpers out there who could probably go further than me, the farthest I could get was 30 blocks with the block place. Tired of my previous methods, I started to mess around and just place TNT everywhere. That's when I realized it stayed when you die. Attempt number 3, the Void and Explode method. My goal with this method was to place TNT everywhere and when I died let all of it explode, giving me the most KB. Then using the extra TNT in my hotbar, I would use the previous method of bouncing under you to jump further. As I said before. Actually, I lagged out the server using this method too. I am not that good at TNT jumping, and there probably are people who can take this type of jump to the maximum. However, this was an utter failure and a waste of time. The thing was, when I placed the TNT, I had to do it fast so I could die before it exploded. But when I did, I couldn't really aim where I placed it, making it harder to choose where it exploded. I did not beat my previous record of 30 blocks, and this method was all for nothing. However, if there are people out there who are good TNT jumpers, be free to try these methods, because you can probably do them better than me. Now I was getting pretty desperate for new methods. A few methods I tried but just didn't work out, like jumping on top of the balloon. I tried to think what else I could do with TNT. I felt like I tried everything. Wait. Why am I only using TNT? Yes, it may launch me farther, but fireballs are completely different. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you my final method, the repeated fireball jump. This was the hardest method of them all. This method uses the repeated fireball jump. Hypothetically, using a fireball, I could use the AoE to knock me up before I hit the ground. However, there was a problem. The fireball fell slower than you, and started at your waist level. That meant I had to shoot it midair. And since it seemed impossible for me to time when the fireball would land just perfectly as I did every single time consistently, it would practically be impossible. That's where the block placement comes in. Using blocks, I can stall when I hit the ground, letting the fireball catch up to me. So basically, I would use one fireball to jump at the start, shoot one midair to boost me for the next jump, use the block placement to wait for the fireball, use that one to boost me up, shoot another one midair, go back to block placing while waiting for that, and repeat that until I run out of fireballs. It was really hard, but finally, in the end, I got 36 blocks far. Hypothetically, if you manage to use all of your fireballs and continuously jump using the repeated fireball jump method, you could probably get really far. I hope you enjoyed this short video, and maybe you can go even farther. Thanks for watching.